What's good? What's good with my people out there? Welcome to Black Outrage 33. I think we had number 33. I appreciate y'all coming back to the channel, checking us out. This is going to be a good show today, too. It's a wild one popping off out there. You know, we had some crazy dude jumping in the black dude's face, and the black dude had to defend himself and kind of get brolic with it. But I ain't like how the black dude operated. I'm going to just keep it all the way live. But I appreciate y'all checking out the channel. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. I'm your boy Hood. I'm the host. This is a Black Outrage 33. We've been rocking for a minute, so we got a nice little show for y'all today, just like every other day. But I got to do a little stuff in the background real quick. And I appreciate y'all coming in. So when you get in here, you got to let me know where y'all from. Hit the like button. Let us know what's going on in your world and all that stuff like that, because we working over here, man. In this particular scenario, this guy just drove reckless at this black guy. You see the guy right there. He got a mean face on. And you would think that he would, you know, because they always telling black people, oh, we all minorities. We all minorities. We all minorities. But then you see these people try to take on white supremacy attributes and jump in your face and get in and get brolic and get ignorant. And then you're supposed to just sit back and chill. You're not supposed to defend yourself. You're not supposed to do nothing. You're supposed to just chill. And then I guess the government or America gonna jump in and save you or help you, but it's like it's bogus. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who is dude? You know, like who is this goofy? You know what I'm saying? Like you jumping in somebody's face like you won't get hit in your eye. But he know that if anything happens to him, he's gonna be able to just go through the police and it's gonna be a bad situation for the black guy. That's how they set America up pretty much. If you do something, it's a bad situation for you, and the rest of the people get away clear with no issue. And that's just bogus. You know what I'm saying? To see that something like that could play out, especially with us being black people in America, the founders of the country, the people who've been here since the beginning of time, 400 years. And then somebody could come in the country who've been here less than 100, first generation, whatever culture, and then you want to act like you could talk down on black people. It's like the worst. It's so sickening. It make you want to respond. But really what sharpens my anger is that my little young brothers in the hood, they be so eager to fuck each other up. They so eager to shoot each other, so eager to rob each other, so eager to smack the shit out of each other. But when you get a goofy like this in your face, you don't slap the shit out this man? That behooves me. I'm so if you could never have done me like this in my 19, 25, 35, I'd have knocked his ass dead out. But they scared of jail. It's like you scared to go to jail and bond out. You got a motherfucker accosting you, following you up the street, threatening you. Had that been a black dude, he'd have turned around and fought that nigga to his death. To his death, he would have turned around and been like, what the fuck you want, nigga? What's up? I'm whatever. He just crawled out his little gang or whatever. Even if he wasn't in the gang, he still would have felt like, man, you ain't finna disrespect me, nigga. I'm walking through this neighborhood. You ain't finna tell me nothing. But one of these foreign dudes pop on your face, and all of a sudden it's, hey, explanation. Let me bust my camera and film it. Oh my God, look what I'm going through. And it's like, yeah, I see it's a tumultuous situation and the guy's being aggressive, but you still a man. You still a dude. You was raised to be a man. You was raised to stand up for yourself. So now you're going to let somebody just push. This guy jump in front of him. I don't even talk about it. Let me just let y'all see what it is so you don't have to be. You can get the outrage. You can understand. Hit the like button, share the message. Let me know where y'all from. We got the YouTube membership kicking off right now, Patreon, all the things happening over here at the channel. But we're going to get right back into it. And I'm hitting y'all with that dope technology. Nobody else is giving you images like this. This is what I'm giving you specifically right here. Green screen on both sides. You're going to see it happen. Let's get it.
So what's your name? Can I see your ID? I mean, you can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID? Yeah.
That's not the whole clip, so we got to get to the actual footage. I want just to play out for y'all because it's really sickening to me. Is it right here better? I think this might be a better clip right here.
This is not the attitude that I see that some people have from other countries. I'm not gonna say in particular Indians. They get these complaints, not all of them, but it happens in Kenya. It happens in Uganda.
Okay, so I can't get this one yet. I got to find my clip then. Because I was watching some videos on it earlier, but most like commentary. But when you see the videos, it's really sickening and bogus. But they get away with that, man. It's not even, it look like it's not even that many clips of it on here. It's so crazy how something like this could go down. And there's not even that many clips on it. You can't even find it. It's like crazy. I found it, but you would think that it'd be way more of it on YouTube, but it's like hidden out. You know what I mean? They protect them. They're not gonna let these people get done up like that. But if you see the black dude do a crime, that shit is everywhere. You can't miss it. You be coming across your stuff so much, it's just crazy. But let me see where else I can find it at, because I know it's on those other platforms, but I'm mostly YouTube, so I'm not gonna leave. But I think my man could still give you a good analysis on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how this dude just could walk up on a black dude. They're just so wild in America, man. How do you deal with stuff like that? It's so sickening. Got a little glitch. Come on, YouTube, stop the slowness now. You run fine as hell all damn day.
A foreigner harassing a citizen, a native citizen. How that happen? Only in America. Only in America. Because you see what happens is these foreigners are kicking back at home, and they're watching what goes on in America. They watch the racism, and they watch it so much that they get hypnotized by it. They become brainwashed to what American media disseminates around the world, that black folks are a problem, you know, that black people are bad people. Therefore, they deserve to be treated badly. Yeah. Now, why would the United States government do something like that? Why would they be in cahoots with the media to try to make black people look bad? I think I got the answer. Because if they can make black people look bad, they can justify their mistreatment of black people. See, that's what.
But I see, I can still look at it like this. Hit the like button, share the message. I appreciate y'all coming over here. Let me know where y'all from in the comment section, all that. I'm your boy Hood, just Black Outrage 33. I look at it like this. If you come to America and you seen how white people been acting, maybe, you know, whatever going on, and you come here and you thinking, okay, I'm going to be a part of that. Why do you think you're going to be on the white people's side? Like, that guy who was being racist to this young dude, he's experienced racism of his own. At some point, at some level, at some position, he's experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But now you think that you got here, you got a job, they don't be bothering you, they don't come to your neighborhood, snatch you out your house, they're not putting you in jail for nothing. You feel like you're different or you better than another culture in town, and that's to me is just dumb, because you're still gonna go through what you got to go through. Being in America, whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy how they go. 1 minute, y'all. This how it work. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the session. Yo, so as I was just trying to say yo, welcome back, y'all. As I was just trying to say to y'all that I just think it was crazy that how that played out. Yo, JPX, that ain't none of your business what I'm doing in my personal life, bro. What you doing over there? Why don't you hit the like button? Why don't you share the message? Why don't you send a donation through the super chat? Show some love out here, bro. All worried about my schedule, what I got going on over here, man. But at the end of the day, I just didn't like it, man, how the guy came up on the brother, and I thought that was really crazy, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't understand how somebody could do that. Then you in your neighborhood thinking that you run a neighborhood, like you just in a neighborhood, like you live like one of the houses, like nothing but houses over here. What make you think you the governor of the block? Like, and you know, in a lot of ways, that guy would have got handled. It's so crazy to see how scared that young brother was. I think that the fear would be bigger than a brain. You know what I'm saying? Like you be too scared. Like it's like you would jump bad if a black dude get in your face. You know it. You would be ready to fight. You would fight. But then here come one of these people and you sit back chilling. It locks my brain. I don't get it. And it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? If you're supposed to be a man and you're gonna handle yours, why only do it for certain people? Why only do it for if you mad at one of your own? You know what I'm saying? This dude literally got in your face, literally checked you, literally told you what it was, what followed you up the street. Like it's no threat. He don't feel threatened. He just, oh my God, man, it threw me off. It really threw me off. And I just try to deal with it because, I mean, what can you say? That guy, another human, he probably felt like the police was going to come on his behalf. But to me, it's like if somebody jump in front of you and stop you from walking forward, that's your moment. That's their moment right there. He's actually going over too far. He's going too far and beyond trying to disrespect you. So to me, it's like there's nothing else to talk about no more. We gonna just go ahead and handle this business, and then you figure out what you was on or why you did it. I don't know. I ain't in your brain. But if you're gonna go that far, then I think I'm gonna go a little far too. But I think I don't want to say that brothers be cowards, but I kind of feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally be cowards when it comes to this racial shit. But when it comes to infighting and having some kind of beef with each other, they be down. And it'd be like, you see this dude all in your face and you don't just crack him in his fucking jaw. Like, what are you scared of? What, you was gonna go to jail? What the fuck's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Smack the dog shit out that mother boy. Cause he's supposed to be some kind of Arab or Indian. It's supposed to be okay. Look how he looking at you right there. Look how he got the venom in his face, followed you all the way down the street, and you ain't got nothing but friendship. And let me call the police. He'd have been on the ground. There's no way of talking about it. Been on the ground, and I'd have been laughing. And I'd have been like, yeah, good. Now, if you follow somebody else, you'll understand it. Because think about it. Being a man, if you follow somebody, especially a black man, you're going to jail. They're going to feel threatened. They're going to feel like, oh, my God, my life, I don't know what to do next. And I don't know. And you're going to be sitting back like, I ain't meaning like that. But they can do you like that. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And he's supposed to be, you know, walking through the hood like I live around. Why are you even talking to this guy? See, that's another thing, too. Why even speak and say anything to this guy if you a stranger to him? You don't have to explain yourself to him or nothing. If he's a stranger, you don't know him, he's a goofy to you. Simple as that. Like, that's a goofy. You could just, you might as well just let them say whatever they want to say because they don't control you. But it just sickens my heart how they just be so foul. And here's somebody from their culture or somebody talking about how they kick it in their culture. Let's get to it. Hit the like button, share the message, y'all. Let's go.
Extremely racist, especially towards black people.
Add that Indians are admitting this themselves.
Indian people are extremely racist, especially towards black people. And if you take a black person who has been around Indian people for any period of time, black people pick up on this. It's something that is, this is not a secret.
So this lady who grew up in South Africa and I believe now lives in the United States admits that, hey, listen, you guys are upset that I'm telling the truth, but Indian racism against blacks is real, and black people feel it and they know about it. It's not just a game. But she goes further.
They were treated as subhuman. They were not considered to be human beings with feelings. They drank out of different cups. So Indian people would not share their table with the servants who were an integral part of their household. They took care of their children. They drove them everywhere. They cooked for them. But they had to eat off of separate dishes. They could not sit on the furniture. They, if, say for example, when we left our home and we traveled, so we lived in Pietermaritzburg, we traveled to Durban on the weekends, holidays, whatever. Our maid would come with us. She was not allowed to sleep on or sit on our furniture or sleep on our furniture, so she had to sleep on the floor.
Now in this instance, she's talking about when she was young. She lived in South Africa and her parents had black maids. and they were not even allowed to sleep on the couch. When they would travel with them,
That's crazy. But it is like that in certain cultures, and it's like that over in India as well. Like you go there, and it's so different. You know, they have like the different classes, so you could imagine people understanding from that country that it's different when you get to America. It's the same kind of thing go around. The classism is racism, so you would assume that they can understand that, and then they dark skinned pigment people too. So you know, I know they say they Aryan or whatever coming from that part of the country, but I mean, you don't look at it. Or at least the white people took that name, and they more is the ones that's claiming that than y'all. But it just, you know, I don't think that they should be that racist towards black people. Obviously, you're going to experience wild, wicked, crazy mental. I thought to myself, I said, that guy right there, he got a mental problem. Because why would he be running up on another grown man if he don't have nothing in his hand? He's not ready to actually have a fight. He really looks at this like a moment like he's going to be a Karen or something like that. And that's not like that for men. You know what I'm saying? It might be like that for women, but for a guy, some other guy could respond to you in a way, and they call it mutual combat. In a lot of places, it's like, hey, you cost me, I cost you back, and it's called a mutual combat. Not I'm right in this situation, you wrong in this situation. That's more like female side of the game, where you know maybe somebody was right or wrong. But when it's men, it's not. Who cares? It's the one who's standing is the one who was right. So that's why a lot of you don't really want to get in those moments, because what if that it turned into that? You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's not. You don't have to go through that. Like I'm sure the guy who was walking down the street didn't expect to be rolling around on the ground fighting some damn body over walking down the street. You know what I mean? I could see if I was walking in your house, walking in your yard, walking towards your car. You know, anything that could make you feel. But if I'm walking on the sidewalk, like what's your issue? You know what I'm saying? So they just got a different mindset, and I can't deal with it. But you know, I guess you know you want to live in our neighborhoods where these people be, then you got to deal with it. Let's get to it. Hit the like button, share the message, holla at your boy. Let's get to it.
Speak, they don't speak. Why do y'all act like that towards black people? Why? Your skin is as brown as my skin. Why do you act like that? When I go to the playground, they leave the playground. I shit you not. I shit you not. It's happened to me on multiple occasions. Why do y'all act like that?
now
Imagine how sick that is to go up there where kids play, and then you see the females with the same size kids as you leaving. But I laugh at that because to me it's like, you think I really want to be around you or hang with you? Like, you cannot be that dumb. Come on, be real. Like, I'm the one that's the important thing in the room. You not. You could never come to this country and believe that you could be more anything than the people that you came to see. Just like what I was to be in China. What will make me be an anomaly? It's not going to be like that. You're going to be a part of the group of people that's there. You're not going to stand out like that. It's maybe in your head you will, or maybe around a little 10 or 12 people that you got around you, but most times you're just going to blend in because nobody's bigger than the other person. We all got here the same way through a female, your mother, and we all on this earth the same way. We experience the sun the same way. We breathe the same way. We experience the whole earth and all of this the exact same way. So what would give a person a mindset, a hierarchy? It's dumb. It really to me sets you up to get punched in the face. It sets you up to get hurt because of somebody gonna actually look at you and be like, hey, I don't take that. I don't do hierarchy. I don't play none of them games. And so now it's your bad afternoon. And this guy, just like he said, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. He really does believe that that's gonna stop some kind of attack towards him, or even though he's the one being, he know he's being aggressive because you could just flip the conversation in would he do that to a white person walking down that street? No way in hell. Even no matter if the person was homeless, no way he would mess with him. He'll look at that guy and say, okay, he's fine. So to act like that with somebody else who you don't know is still a stranger, whether they black, white, green, it's a complete stranger to you. You have no right to accost them. You have no right to ask them for no information. You can't play like you the police. You don't run nothing. It's the daytime. So what are you doing? Trying to be up in somebody's face if you're not ready to rob them? It's like the black guy to deal with racism, in my opinion. Hit the like button, share the message, hit me up in the super chats. Let's get to it. What's up, Cheese? What's up, Anthony Bridges? To me, you have to use so much aptitude, mental aptitude. You have to already be thinking in advance for everybody else, even in mental cases. So here come a guy walking from across the street towards you, trying to yell at you about where you're going. He doesn't know if you're home. He doesn't know if you can hear. He doesn't know if you're blind. He doesn't know if you have sensory issues. He doesn't know if you have proximity issues where you don't want people too close to you. He don't know if you have issues of somebody touching you. He don't know none of that. He don't care. So now you got to shut all them things down. If that's what you're dealing with, you don't like people close to you, you don't like people touching you, you don't like people yelling at you, any of those things that you might be dealing with in your own personal life, whoever you are, however you got to that age bracket, that's who you are. You have to eschew all of that. You got to put that to the side. And then you got to pick up this whole sensory knowledge of, let me deal with the racism. First, let me bring it in. Let me exactly understand what you're saying to me. I'm supposed to understand English. I got to know what words you're using. I can understand what you're saying because I went to school, right? For 6th, 7th, 8th grade. They told me these English words. I can't play like I don't know. Well, what if I don't know? What if I don't even understand what you're saying? What if that guy is not from America and this black guy is from another country? And he walking up to him saying, where you from? Where you go? Where you go? And it's like, man, then what? We can't even speak the same language. What if I mentally don't understand what you're saying? What if I'm a slower human and I'm not even at the point where I can have these long conversations with somebody confront me? So you got to use so much mental aptitude and psychological smartness just to deal with the accosting of races. They could be crazy. They could only know the N-word. They can really walk off, N-word, they can only know that word. And you're supposed to be able to take it in and then be able to respond back with articulate conversation from America that you learned in school. Like, what is all of this? We don't have to do all of that. That's too much. I don't have to use no knowledge. As soon as you get angry, I'm angry. As soon as you get ignorant, I'm ignorant. As soon as you get racial, I'm racial. I don't have to use no conversation. I don't have to think through stuff and be like, man, what is he saying? So actually, if I go back to my country, well, technically, I don't have a country because I'm not talking like that with you. As soon as you run up on me and block my spot, that's on you. You know what the hell is going on, and do that to your white boss at work. Get off work and stand in front of his car and start talking about where he need to go. You're going to take your butt to your job. You're going to go home afterwards. You ain't going to have no issues with race, nothing with politics. You ain't talking about abortions. You're going to the work and you're going home. So if you can't utilize that same type of respect for other people, then you probably do need your ass kicked because you're being disrespectful to other people. Don't nobody got to sit here and think through this and say, wait a minute, let me understand what's going on. Let me dial 9. Let me take my camera out and hit the button and make sure I'm filming at a... What? Why we got to go through all this? Just leave folks alone and you ain't never got to have a knot on your head. It's so simple. It's so you never got to call the police. You never got to get accosted. You never got to get chased down. What if 14 black dudes would have came back to that house with picket signs standing outside all night long saying, we ain't leaving until you apologize. Now he in the crib like, what is going on? Get away from my house. You bet you leave. What you going to do? Come out there and tell all them get off your porch? Get off your sidewalk? Like you don't run the sidewalk. Nobody runs the sidewalks. So I get tired of seeing that stuff. It's stupid. But we have to deal with that in America. And now you're dealing with it, people who ain't even white. It's like, didn't you have to ask permission to be racist? Like they just walk off and get to be racist without asking permission. Like it's not like a booklet, because in order to be a cop, you had to go through training. In order to do hair, you got to go through training. In order to be a doctor, you got to go through school. You just think you get to pick up racism like it was sitting down like a bottle of water. Like, well, they go racist, I'm gonna use some of that. Hey, you N-word, dang, it ain't no book. You ain't had to go through the manual. Did nobody walk you through the process? Because normally, if you're not walked through the process of something, you can get hurt. Matter of fact, they call it safety first. So if it's not no safety valve on your N-word, it can hurt you. It could get you hurt. And why would you want to do that? Maybe you do want to do that. Maybe that's the kind of afternoons you like to have. Keep accosting people. You're going to run into the right black guy that's going to be like, good. That's all he gonna say to himself. You gonna say, good? What did you mean good? And then he gonna be in your face with the way you don't want to be. So stop all that ridiculousness. Let's get to the show, because I don't think you guys actually saw what this midget brain person did. So let's get to it. I think we got some, y'all hit me up with the comments. Hit me up with the like button and hit me up with the super chats too, y'all. Let's go. Matthew Alvarez said, please stop with the victim mentality. Matt, get out of here, man. You super goofy. Cheese said, is any black people are going to be in that neighborhood to give him a check? Yeah, it should. Somebody need to move right next door to him, a real black dude like me, and play my music loud and wish he'd come over there till I turn it down. Be like begging him to be over there and turn it down. You like this? You like? He won't budge towards my crib. Nah, promise that. He'll be sitting over there in his house like, I don't understand what the words mean on the music, but you ain't going to come over here and say a word. I promise you that. Those guys are nice guys. They friendly. They want to be down. He still want his job. He want to put the camera up there and then be a victim. He want people to say, oh my God, what toughness you went through. It ain't like that with all of us. That's the whole point. Somebody going to be mad and cost you back. And if you're walking up with that type of vitriol in your mind, and the video can prove that you walking in front of me trying to stop me from moving, who are you? the problem you asking for, you might just find it. Rick Madrew said, people with pale skin are always talking about victim mentality. Who've never been a victim of hate? They actually have been a victim of hate. You think about the world today. It ain't the easiest thing being a white guy. Believe me. I mean, unless you, other than the money, they probably ain't got the best afternoons every day. And that's the facts of the matter. Not even talking about what the sun doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, don't believe me. Everybody in the world is going through something. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's just sliding through. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy. It's not cool to think that everybody is smoothly going. We just mentioning the stuff that particularly happened. Specific incidents. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about here. Actual moments with proof that they occurred. Not necessarily moments that we wish could occur or something like that. This is something that occurred. Here go the actual humans playing it out. I'm not talking about being a victim, them a victim. You can see it. You can choose for yourself. You can call this whatever you want. But this is exactly what happened. Let's get to it. Hit the like button, share the message. Let me see. I think Asita said, people who defend antisocial behavior are the problem. Yeah, it's the mindsets in the world are so crazy because unless it happened to you, you don't see it as something of a big deal. It has to happen to you or somebody you know, and they're on the phone telling you, my God, you would never just have, and then now the alarm can kick off. Otherwise, it's like, way on the other side of the world. What I care? It's not, I'm dealing with nothing. And especially if you're in communities where you're never going to be around other cultures. Like somebody like that would never be able to have a chance to accost you anyway. You don't even be around people like that. Like, how would that even happen? So it'll be different. But let him show how he showed out. Let's get to it.
A phone? No, let's call the police. Give me a phone. Let's.
So what's up? What's your name?
Anand, can I see your ID or something?
No, I mean, you can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID?
Now what mental case will walk up to you to like, can I see your ID? Let's just switch the situation. If I'm a guy and a female walking down the street and I walk up and say, excuse me, walked across the street as we all watched him walk across the street. So the guy must live on that side of the street, walk on this side of the street and walk up to you and say, can I see your ID? What? Now, again, let's get back to the mental aptitude that you got to have as black people in order to understand the racism. First, you got to even know what your ID is. Then you got to even know what the language this guy's speaking. Then you got to even have ears so that you can hear him. But what if you're not even good on your eyes? Maybe you can't see that well. And you keep walking. And you're not, but my brother, for whatever reason, he feels like this is a conversation he should be having. Because I think he got the camera. So he feels like, perfect, I'll be able to put this online or something like that. So you kind of need an idiot in order for this to play out. If he was just walking down the street, uneventful, this would not be a video. So you need a goofy, you need a lame somewhere in the vicinity that's going to feel like that they can impede you for whatever reason. So we got a goofy. So let's go back and see how he feels like, because I don't know what maybe he pay a mortgage. I don't know what he got going in his brain. But let's go over and see how he think he gonna play it out. Hit the like button, share the message, hit up on the super chats. What's good? I'm giving y'all some of the dopest content in the world. We doing it real big with the technology. Let's get it. Black Outrage, we on to it.
No. So what's up? What's your name?
Anand, can I see your ID or something?
No, I mean, you can call the police.
I think you know what? You know what? He just said his name. See, that's the funny thing about not knowing other people's cultures. He said Anand. I'm assuming that must be their name from them because I'm not sure. But he said, what's your name? He said, Anand. And then he kept going. But if you notice, he had his hand scratching up on his neck. So that means that could have been a lie. So he walked up and he said, Anand. And it's like, why didn't you just say your name? He got his name up. He asked the guy what's his name. And then he got his hand up there and said, Anand. I don't know if that's their name. But whatever. I don't know. Let's get back to it. All right, so let's get back to him saying his name. Because did he say his name? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. Let's get to it.
So what's up? What's your name?
Anand, can I see your ID or something?
No, I mean, you can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah. Take out your ID and I'll take out my ID.
Let me take out your ID and I'm gonna take out my ID.
Okay, let's. Can you get my phone? No, let's call the police. Give me your phone. Let's call the police.
I'm in my own neighborhood.
Now you see what's going on. It's a female off camera, and she is his culture. So I'm assuming she's family member some kind of way, wife, girlfriend, whoever. And she's saying, come on, leave him alone. But he's going against the grain. of what she's saying, which would have been a save your life type of statement. Hey, come on, leave that guy alone. Come on. And he don't, no, go get my phone. Go get my phone. And he's standing there like the guy. And this to me is another issue what the black dude is doing. Why are you standing there like you had a job interview? You standing there like you just drove up with these people and they all went and broke one over there and one over there. You don't even know these people. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to stand there while somebody calls to talk to you in an aggressive way and have a conversation with them? You got to understand the mental capacity. Why are you doing? This is a stranger. If he don't know you, you don't know him, you keep walking. Because what if he got a knife on him? What if you don't know this man? Why are you so safe in your mind to think that I can go and start explaining myself to this person who I don't even know from wherever? You just gonna walk up, he say, where are you from? Oh, I'm from over here. I don't have to tell yourself. You don't got to talk to this person. Like, continue to walk. Like, go about your business. Like, and let this guy don't even know you. He can literally say anything he wants to say. It's a free country. You can scream to the top of your voice. But as long as you don't stop me from walking or touch me, I don't care what you do. Well, you living. Maybe you hang out on this side of the street. It's not my business. But for you to actually stop, turn around, have a long-winded conversation with this guy, trying to convince this stranger to see things your way, we got to kind of think about the mental capacity again. Who got the brains? The psycho or the other dude? Which one the psycho? Who could tell? Because you talking to a complete stranger. I always tell people when they get mad at me, I say, oh, well, from what somebody say, they come and tell me, man, guess what this person said? I say, well, think about it like this. If you walking downtown, wherever city you in, your city, whoever city, you walking downtown, and a homeless person scream out, hey, you ugly fat. Do you turn around and walk over there and be like, what the hell you say to me? No, what'd you just say to me? Or do you just keep walking? Think about that. When the homeless person scream out something, and they might be specifically talking to you, when do you turn around and go over there and be like, no, did you hear what they said? No, hey, don't you ever talk to them. Don't talk to me like that. Or do you keep on the street continuing where you headed? And most times, the person with a little bit of psychology or intellect is going to continue to walk. And they're not going to care what the homeless person said on the street, whether he's talking about you and knew you from high school. You're just going to say, oh, okay. And you're going to continue on because you already got something that you focused on. You're not going to turn around and be like, no, hey, okay, I finished my business. Now take me back to that homeless dude. Hey, he's still out here too. Hey, remember when about 25 minutes ago, I came through and you had said, you're not going to do that. And if you do that, you're mentally handicapped. Something is wrong with you. So to actually stop and talk to a person that's mentally crazy, that obviously is not even white. He can't even take on the white attributes unless you give it to him. He can scream anything up on the street. He's not white. He can't take on their attributes. He can't just all of a sudden have a hedge fund. He can't all of a sudden own a big, tall, high-rise building downtown because he said 3 words or 12 words. It don't work like that. He don't even run that neighborhood. He's just an actual person renting a building or paying a mortgage. He don't run nothing. But you sitting here want to give him your explanation as if your mother who walked in the room and caught you doing something. And all of a sudden it's okay. Well, and then you walked in and kind of stuff. You don't even know this dude. Stay inside your pocket. Stay inside your life. Stay inside what you got going on. If you locked in, lock in. Don't stop and talk to somebody crazy. Don't sit back and start explaining yourself to somebody who on the street that you don't even know. Whoever they culture, whoever they color. Keep it moving. Words should never stop you from doing nothing. If a person scream out 700,000 words, why should that stop you? Matter of fact, you should count in your head how many words they're using as you walking away. You should not even be stopped by, hey, wait a minute. You said, what reason? So it's the same thing in this position. You can look at it like the girl who walk around with the naked outfit on, and she got something scantily, and she wearing it. And then the guys be like, hey, woo, girl, blah, blah, blah. And she say, man, they treat me like a prostitute. And the other guy or somebody will say, but you dress like one. What do you mean? But that don't make it all right. And you know they all be on your head like, oh, just because she dressed like that, you can't treat her like that. She get to dress and be however she want. So, but you can't do that too? You can just walk down the street and be free as long as you free. But it's the mental prison that make you stop. It's the mental jail that you keep yourself in that make you interact with the handicapped person with the racist conversation. Because he doesn't know you if you can speak. He doesn't know you if you can hear. He doesn't know you if you can talk. You're proving you can do all of that by him saying one ignorant word or 2, 4 words, 7 words. Now all of a sudden you engaged. Why? It's a sense of power that you give up in 5.5 seconds, all because of what somebody else said. And this person is a complete wacko. Why does he get your time? Because he got on some cardigan shorts or something. He looked like somebody that could have been at the Walmart or Target or something. Maybe he was standing in front of you at a bank and you was looking at him like, no, sir, go ahead. You next. But I don't get it. Like, what makes him somebody who you have to explain yourself to? It's beyond me. But let's get to the studio. Let's get to the show, y'all.
Where I live at, working in my neighborhood by my house, and I have this man asking me, do I live here?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Dude,
I'm gonna start a civil lawsuit right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
absolutely. You got to do it, man. But I want
What's
to
your name now? Because I'm walking the neighborhood where I live at, and I'm getting harassed.
No, but he's unnecessarily playing us.
But we did make offer with the
Yes, bring my phone. I don't have my phone. Get my
Come
phone.
with me and get the
I will. Get my phone. Because this guy will escape otherwise. Get your phone.
Now he using racial words, telling me this guy will escape. What? I'm walking on a naked street, nobody outside. You talking about I'm going to escape? What? These are trigger words that they'll only use towards a black man. So let the police pull up, and he say this guy is trying to escape. Well, now the police gonna be on alarm. Escape from what? What happened? When he literally just walking down the damn street, but it's his fault because you engaged with a mental case. Now you done asked him his name twice, and he gonna say, "Dude, is his name." Right? These are moments when you just keep it moving. These are moments when you like, here's his wife, and you could. This is really something that I would like to highlight. So I want you to hit the like button, share the message, kick it with your boy right here. I'm gonna try to hit y'all up with this message. Give me 1 minute though. I'm gonna do this little break, and then I'm gonna hit y'all with this message. It's a big one right now. Three, two, and one. All right, y'all, we back. We are back. Black Outrage, number 33. We kicking it about this crazy, angry Indian guy. He just jumped in the black dude's face. But I had a message I want to drop real quick. We got CC. She said something. She said, hi. Junior Slip said was good. Raw out there going crazy. His mind can't going crazy. Asita out here, she going crazy. She said that is an Indian name. So I want to say this real quick. Absentia said he looks like he about to smoke one. Smoke on something. Dag, man, you just so judgmental, my brother. God dog, man. Get your brain right. Hey, and Jack Crazy said, your background is crazy. Whoo! Maybe Pop. Man, come on, man. I'm younger than you, bro. I know you ain't gonna look at me and call me no Pop now. Stop playing, man. My son ain't number 31. That's not a Pop. Yo, anyway, I want to say this point. If you notice in that last clip, you see his wife or woman or girlfriend standing around. And I just thought that was so unique because she did not one time stop him from doing what she did. If you pay attention to her, look at her distance with him. She's not even trying to block it. She's over there. She's supposed to be the person with some smarts that come over here and clear this up and be like, husband, let's go back to the house. Come on. But she can't. In their culture, she doesn't have the power to stop him. And in the black culture, a black woman would have been over there like, nah, leave him alone. Leave him alone. You ain't finna do this to him. No, go ahead, sir. Go on. You over here messing with him. Yeah, you drunk, you high, whatever she would have did. But you see, this lady got no power. She can't tell this guy nothing. He being real ignorant, but she can't tell him leave. He tell her, go get my phone. Go get my phone. He just screaming out to her, go get my phone. Go get my phone. He gonna escape. And then what she do? She walked the hell away.
Bring my phone. I don't have my phone. Get my phone.
Come with me and get the
I will. Get my phone. Because this guy will escape otherwise. Get your phone. Get my phone.
Come with me.
Yes. Get my phone now. Please.
Power.
You see this man?
That's 100% power. You can just tell your lady, go get my phone. Go get it. Go. She ain't even over there like, I know you walked over here messing with this guy. He's on the other side of the street. What are we even over here for? But she just go back and go get the phone. Okay, play. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's just go. She, all right, fuck it. I just go get the phone. Let me go get the phone. Now here is where he can't even be stopped by somebody he knows. This is somebody he knows. Look just like him. But you gonna say I'm supposed to be protected? I'm supposed to be in a safe environment when somebody he actually know can't tell him what to do? This when you're supposed to be walking off. Why is this guy standing here? He's standing here thinking that I'm gonna film this video, it's gonna go viral. That this is a money moment right now. This gonna go viral, somebody gonna see this. And I understand that, that's the time frame we in. But it's just, to me, it's like it's too many moments for you to get out of there and get going. You know what I'm saying? And then stop having yourself an issue of anybody sicking like that. Rick, you don't know me like that, man. Uncle Jay-Z. Hey, hit me up on the like button, hit the share button, and hit me up in the super chat. Come on, y'all. We rocking out right now. Let's get back to the story.
I'm gonna keep him a distance back. He's steady walking up on me like this. You all see this?
Yep. I know that this is not your house.
This not my house, but I live in this neighborhood. You don't got it. Listen,
You don't live in this neighborhood.
You don't know where I live at, sir. You can't not tell me where I live at, and I'm not gonna pull out my ID and show you where I live at. I know you.
Now that's he's, to me, I'm gonna pull that back, but he sounds like a little baby. I'm not gonna pull out my ID and show you. Then keep your ass walking. Well, what do you? If you're not gonna pull out your ID and show him, what are you doing at this moment? What are we here for? What are we here for? Like, he got to get older in his mind to understand you pulling yourself into bull crap. It's like being in one of them Venus flytrap little things, you know, them little plants. And you can't see that it's a damn Venus flytrap, but it's so succulent right there. You just get right up there and get cozy up on it. And now you can't get up off of it and crash down. Man, it's crazy. Izzy Drinks, happy Monday, Unc. What's good, man? What's up? Nephew. I got my nephews. I appreciate y'all for showing up, showing love, man. You're kicking it with Black Outrage. Number 33, this your boy Hood. Hood Films. We at the session right now. Hit the like button, share the message, hit me up in the super chat. We doing what we got to do right now to talk about this craziness that be going on. I don't know why people do this, because you know we're gonna drag them on the ground when they slide through the algorithm. We own it. As simple as that. So let's get to it.
I live right here, and I live in this neighborhood. You have a blessed day, sir.
No, you
have a blessed day, sir.
I'm calling the cops.
You have a blessed day, sir. You have a.
Finally, he started walking off, and if you pay attention, that's when the Indian dude called him a boy. He said, "You look here, boy." He's trying to trigger a confrontation. This is when you got to be using your brains. You can't see, again, if this was a black dude, that dude probably would have turned around and ran to fight at that instant because of the commonality of the race. He would have said, okay, well, cool, you black, so I'm black, what's up? We're going to get into it. But with this other guy, he got a sense of respect. He got a sense of off-put, like I'm not going to defend myself to the point where I'm going to fight you and slap you. I'm just going to say words, and then I'm leaving. I'm just going to turn around and go. But you already didn't engage with this person, and that's what he can't understand. So you sat there for 31 seconds engaging with this guy. That's a call to connection right there. It don't matter what you think it is that. So now he's in a conversation with you. Again, it's like the homeless guy. You say, hey, you big, ugly, black. And then you turn around and say, what'd he say? Man, shut up talking to me. And then you look up about 5 minutes later, and the homeless guy's still about a block behind you. And you're like, what, is he following us or something? And then you go 2 blocks over that way, and you look up, you still see his coat over there. Like, the fuck is that homeless guy doing? It's like he's following us or something like that. You engaged with him. You're not supposed to engage with people who you ain't trying to engage with. You're supposed to be locked in your brain, locked in your world. Seriously, and it's not even like you being serious. You just be in your own zone. Unless you're a person that's seeking external whatever stimulations, then they're out there. But otherwise, you don't have to do that. Nobody is making you respond to nobody. Nobody is forcing you to have a conversation with nobody. If a person walk up to you saying negative things, you can literally keep walking. You can literally continue on with your life. That's what you're stopping doing by engaging with people who are angry or idiots or racial or whatever. You stop in your life. And this is the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I have this type of mentality. This is my mentality. This is how I see things. I would rather trap you or said person inside that pain or inside that anger or inside that hatred. By not engaging, to me, they're trapped there. They can't get out of it. It's almost like being inside some plastic that's a little plastic ball or a plastic bag or something. Somebody has to unlock the Ziploc. They got to pull that apart in order for it to happen. Otherwise, it sits in that plastic bag indefinitely. It never comes apart. 25, 40 years, it'll be just like it was. But if you engage it and you prop it open and you start making it a part of your day, you want to see how it smell, you want to see how it sound, then you're going to be engaging with it and it's going to be a part of you at that point. And even though you don't have to do that, you can leave it stuck right there for the rest of its life, for the rest of its existence. You can leave it, even if it's a person. You can leave them stuck right there. You don't ever have to engage. You never have to get angry. You never have to get pissed off. It's just every time you think about that person or situation, remember you left it sitting right there. And I remember it was a rapper who said that to, well, not to me, but he said it in a rhyme when I was a kid. His name was Gangstar. And he said, "I'll leave you right where you stand." And that was just a rhyme. And it was like he did the whole rhyme and it kept coming back to that particular point. That's what you can do. You don't have to engage. But I guess if you want content, then come on, I'm just talking shit. If you want content, that's a whole nother horse of another color. But technically, you don't have to be engaging with these clowns. I'm going to let him show off a little bit more, show us what he did. What is he going down with? Hey, I'm going to read y'all messages, but you got to hit me in the comment section, leave a message. And you got to hit me in the super chat, leave some money, hit us up. It's hard work making these videos coming together every day, searching and stuff. I was sitting up here talking to you guys, but show love, hit the comment section. And thank you for the likes. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all keep this going. You guys keep this going every day. We rocking and rolling. All right, let's go.
You have a blessed day, sir.
I'm calling the cops.
You have a blessed day, sir.
Right here, boy.
You have a blessed day,
You
sir.
wait here.
You
I'm
have a
calling
blessed
the
day.
cops. You wait here. I'm calling the cops. Wait here, wait here. If you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Yo.
You live.
Now tell me right there, ain't your moment. I stopped the camera right at the point when it ain't nothing but chin. Look, you see the chin? It's so open. His chin is right there. It's so checkable. It's like one swing and he goes down. It's that simple. And then you're done with this afternoon. You keep on with your business. Why? Why should that happen? Because he jumped in front of you to impede your path. Why he did that? You're not a doctor. You don't do psychology work. I don't know. You said have a good day. Get on with yourself. You don't have to expose yourself to nobody, but they have this psychological mishap where they believe that Karenicity is a part of the world. So therefore, as we've seen in a lot of videos, Karenicity could come with a knot upside your head because you don't get to impede. You think about it. It's 8 billion people on the planet. You think you're going to be able to Karen everybody at any given moment you feel like a Karen? It's not going to happen like that. It's just like thinking that somebody going to buy every single product that you're selling, or some girl or guy going to speak to every single that they're trying to get at. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be rare. It's going to be specific. And when you do that, it's going to be that rare and specific person that can respond in a negative way. This person was either happy trying to get the video footage or he's a scary individual. He's just not that type of dude. He's kind of like a coward. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like have a yelling match. You know, like my mama raised me kind of stuff. I'm just gonna scream out and yell, you better get back. He ain't gonna do nothing though. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, man on man, that's face to face right there. You gonna step in front of me and block me, you going down. That's your moment right there. That chin, he'd have been done talking because he'd have been on them little weak old shorts trying to get up off that puddle. Like, hey, I don't know what I did that for, but you did it. You walked up on this guy with this. It's like, for what? I could see if he was even on the side of your street. But this gangbanging stuff to me. This gangbanging, I can remember when being a youngster and the gangs thing happened, and it's like, you walking across the street or you see the people, and then all of y'all track over there. They ain't got nothing to do with you. You ain't got nothing to do with them. But you see them, and it's like, hey, where y'all from? Hey, where y'all from? And they know what it is because this is that era, that time frame where, everybody know what it is in the city at that age bracket. It's like, you can get accosted. You can come from a girl house, coming from school, and, 4 dudes right there like, hey, what gang, what block you stay from? What gang? And then you got to get the hell out of there, or you better go over there and start talking. This is what it was at that time. It's just, you couldn't hide from it. You couldn't get away from it because your parents wasn't dealing with that. Or whatever. It was what it was. It was based on your neighborhood, and you had to deal with it. You literally had to deal with it. It was something you couldn't just get under the covers and hide. It was a part of life. So you had to express yourself or deal with it or hang with your cousin and them to teach you how to handle. You had to handle yourself. That's an over with time frame. But this guy believes he's in that game where he could walk up with his crew like, "Where you from? Where you tell me where you from? What's up?" And in the real world, that's gang talk. This guy who is the black dude is just literally a weakling because he literally just gangbanging you. He's telling you what set you from, and he jumped in front of you on the sidewalk just like they do in the game, popped and stepped right in front of you. You better answer the question if you want to keep going. That's what happens. So that's what he's experiencing, but he's okay with it because he's looking at it like, oh, this is a soft guy. He doesn't really mean to be racist. I think he just woke up on his own side of the bed. Like, what? Dude could stop you from walking on the street, call you boy, check you for not living in the neighborhood, and you ain't got no vitriol for this guy. It don't make sense. And to me, it ain't even where he from so much. It's just man on man stuff. Like, you a dude, I'm a dude. Like, what is this whole, you could tell me what to do or where to go. Like, it ain't got really nothing to do with what culture he from. He's disrespectful or disrespecting his culture, acting like that. But it's not necessarily that. It's man on man. It's not even no other people around. There's no females over there. It's not cars. It's nothing. It's just them two people, two guys that are men. And that's all. That's the situation. One man is accosting the other guy, trying to stop him from walking, trying to stop him from moving, trying to get him to answer questions. And that right there is where you disrespect the man at. But the guy's okay with that. It's not so bad for him. Whatever his reasons are, I don't know.
You have a blessed day, sir.
You wait here.
You have a blessed day.
You wait here. I'm calling the cops. Wait here. If you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Yo.
If you live in this
Bro, don't
neighborhood,
touch
wait.
me, bro. Don't touch. Yo, who you talking to like that? Don't have that voice at me like that, boy.
Wait here.
I'm a ground. Man, what is you doing?
This is a protected neighborhood and you're not supposed to be in here.
Yo, what's your...
That mug went crazy. He said, "This is a productive neighborhood and you're not supposed to be." He really told what it was at that point. He told what now he finally let it be known. Like, he really didn't know what he was having. And now he said, "This is a productive neighborhood. You shouldn't be here." That is the most egregious point ever because you literally came to a country that was already built up. They act like they came to a country and grasping shovels or something. Or they came to the country and was, putting stuff up on high shelves. The only people could do it was them. They had to put everything. Y'all ain't did nothing. We went to schools that was already built. You did books that was already wrote. And you got jobs that was already existed. Like, what was the new thing that happened? Like, nothing. It really did nothing. You moved in neighborhoods that was set up for white people. In suburbs, they called it redlining where the black folks wasn't out there. So what was the newness? You would have to me, to be new, you would have to go out in the desert of Vegas or something, like when you fly into Cali and then y'all build this oasis of a community. And if you ever hear about it or heard about it, you could ride up there and just see this whole thing that they built. When they got their education, their engineers came, they did the irrigation, they put the water out there, they put the buildings, they got their own Walmart, Targets. It's not called Walmart and Target, it's their stuff. And you got to go see it, man. It's crazy. It's like about 45 minutes from Vegas, but you can see it from the plane. And they built this. They built it. That's not like that. Y'all basically got jobs that white people own because they own the corporations. So was the new, it's not like that. That's all made up. That neighborhood is only like that because white people set that up like that. You didn't set up nothing. So that's why I make it funny say, this is a neighborhood. You didn't build this damn neighborhood to make it nothing. That neighborhood was already like that. You went and saw it driving through and said, that one right there, I like that one. That's not something that you built or became a part of. That's something that you dwell in. You're dwelling in something. They be so convoluted with the mindset, bro. Let's get back to the point, man. Hit the like button, share the message, super chats. You know what I got going on. And I appreciate y'all coming over here. We're going to take a quick break real fast, though. Take a little 1 minute break. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. We are back. Black Outrage 33. We're going down this Indian guy accosted the black dude, got all in his face being super ignorant. And it's like, we ain't going for that, man. I'm going to let my boy uh, talk about it a little bit on Willie D. We'll get back to the message. Let's hear some of black commentary about all this craziness.
Why they're so good at it. Yeah, and that's why they keep it up. And that's why these ignorant ass foreigners who come here think that somehow they're better and they deserve more from this country that we built than we do. It is absolutely amazing. This dude didn't just harass the brother and tell him, hey, what are you doing? You don't live here. You're not supposed to be around here. He didn't just harass him. He called him a boy. Now, where do you think he got that from? Ding, 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 ding. You guessed it. He thinks that somehow, if he assembles, he'll resemble. He thinks somehow, if he treats black people like some white people do, somehow his status in America will be elevated. He's more important. That's what he thinks. But I got news for him. No matter how you try to trick yourself into thinking you're better, you and the rest who thinks like you, Indian Americans continue to face significant discrimination in the United States, despite the growing presence and influence that they have in America. Yeah.
And that's very true. But real quick, man, Lucia Martinez just hit me over the head with probably the funniest joke I done seen in 2025. That's the first one I got right there. George Floyd knows. That's a good one. That was a good one right there. I'm giving Lucia a little play on that one because that was funny as hell. All right, man. Let's see what they said in the comment section real quick. And so Jones says, I'm a retired Air Force, age 19. I was in South Dakota. A military uniform won't stop racist people. I heard that. Kevin Bustalo said, rappers are thugs. Check that out. Mariah Quinn say from the Ninth Ward, the Matrix said they should kick his ass back to the India. I agree with that, man. He doubled up on that one. They should kick him back to India. I agree with that, man. And Matrix said that's a Hindu Karen. That's exactly what dude is, man, because he I don't understand why you think you could just accost people and think it's not going to be nothing that they're going to do. They don't feel threatened. See, another thing, again, all of this mental aptitude that the black dude and black people have to put on to deal with racism. Hit the like button, share the message. I appreciate y'all rocking with me this far in the message. We're going crazy. Black Outrage 33. Show love. Hit the super chats. What's going on? The mental aptitude that you have to do to put up with this kind of racism is then you have to have the kind of psychology to know when to stop. Okay, let me just walk away from this because this guy's going to keep going at me. He's jumping in front of my face. And you heard the black dude screaming like, man, get what the hell wrong with you? Like, it's like the guy kind of pushed him a little bit, being physical with him because he know that the black dude is scared. He know that the black dude is like out of his range kind of in this moment. But he shouldn't be. He should feel like he's at home and be like, dude, I wouldn't play no games with you at all. And Sean said it's a victim thing like that. Yeah, but Sean don't never be around black dudes and cross the line. So he's a nice person. You know what I'm saying? And that guy ever took himself in a wrong community and said, or even acted like he was going to do something like this, dude. He just ain't never felt the other side of black people. Why you think white folks stay so far away? Because it's a response. They know it. So they don't come around living up on you like that unless they're in a cop uniform or something like that, because they know that type of behavior is going to get a response. It's just like that. It's not like that everywhere. It's not like that all the time. But the scarcity of when it'll happen, who want to put themselves in that scenario? That guy was just in a lucky situation. He was around somebody who was not going to do nothing back. He was not going to be hard, fighting him. He felt like he'd have more of a punch by putting the camera up. And maybe that's right. Maybe that's what the way to fight racist people and racist behavior is today, that you just put a camera up and you film them and you put it online. That might be the best way to do this kind of stuff, because if you think about it, back in the Selma, Alabama, when they was beating people that was crossing the bridge, the way it got out there is that they had the TV people down there filming this situation. So when the cops came and did what they do, knocked people upside the head with the baton, the video went all over the world, all over TV. So now all of a sudden the message is getting out that it's not just where you from, or maybe it's not happening where you from, but now it's definitely happening down here. So everybody started marching and getting together because the video, cameras, technology, it started changing the way things happen because you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they got more footage and black and white footage and all that, but these things didn't happen at the same time. Those were different footages put together. You know what I'm saying? That Selma situation was a situation that got broadcasted. So now people could come down there and start saying, hey, we don't kick it like that in America. I don't care damn what state you in. We ain't doing that. So that's the same thing like this guy like this. You might be feeling cool, or you might feel like the black people being victims, but the most people in America are going to say, we don't kick it like that. You don't do that to nobody. Because think about it. That could be your daughter. That could be your kid. That could be your grandkid. You don't do people like that. That's just a simple fact. It's like, this is not in some third world country where you got to walk up and show papers to folks because of what they feel. And that's what stopped the guy from getting slapped upside the head. I think the guy who didn't beat him up is just really smart. He's astute. He knows that this person probably got a mental case. He bothering you. Let me just get on with my business, because if it turns bad, it's only going to mess me up. It's only going to mess my day up. It's only going to mess my life up. I'm the person going to have to go to court, go to jail, go deal with the police, when I could just get up with my life. And this guy lived there. He probably got all the time in the world. He probably retired. He probably ain't got nothing else better to do. So it's like, oh, go to court today? Perfect. Let me put on this outfit for this. Like, and then you sitting up here like, shit, I supposed to have been out of town this week, and I got to keep dealing with this. So sometimes it's better to just walk away from them people or them kind of scenarios, because they ain't got nothing to lose. They don't even have time to lose. You know what I'm saying? So let alone their life, they probably don't even care about their life. And then they know that this could be like a murder by black or something like that. Let me just run up on this black dude. I know he's going to snap off on me. Like, you just don't even know people's mindset. So it's not good to engage with people, especially somebody being aggressive like that. Let's get back to the message.
I'm calling the cops. Wait here, wait here. If you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Yo.
If you live in this
Bro,
neighborhood, wait.
bro. Don't touch. Yo, who the you talking to like that? Don't let your voice at me like that, boy.
Wait here.
I'm a grown man. What is you doing?
This is a protected neighborhood and you're not supposed to be in here.
Yo, what's your name, yo? He's steady walking up on me, yo. He's steady walking up on me.
Get my phone. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops right now.
Please do. Now.
Don't walk up on me no more, bro.
Don't, please do.
Yo. Don't walk up on me no more.
Yeah.
Your ass going to jail, boss.
Oh, yeah. I want to see who goes to jail tonight.
Bro, don't.
He laughing it off because he know that that's going to be something you deal with as a black dude. Even though it's crazy, man. And old boy just line crossing too far. He just line crossing. Dude, I don't even get it. It's like they just feel like it's okay to line cross, man. It's like you just don't care. Unless he a white guy, that's when you got respect. That's when you're going to be nice. That's when you want to have a conversation, go to a barbecue. Like, what's wrong with these people, man? Hit the like button, share the message. I'm going to let O'Shea Duke Jackson tell us a little bit more about what he's thinking about this message.
To convince him to, hey, listen, come in here and get your phone. Basically trying to tell him, look, you need to leave this guy alone. Like, well, why don't we go in the house? But this man is continuing to push the issue with this black guy. And, he's saying that, hey, you don't live here and all of this. And so I decided that we would go and look into the comments, and you see what he's about to say. This guy, Uncle Argos, says, as soon as they stop committing most of the murders, assaults, and thefts, we can treat them respectfully. Boy!
I'm going to let this finish saying
You don't sit your stupid ass down.
He said, as soon as we stop committing all the murders and crimes, then you can treat them respectfully. Everybody just like to be, hard on black dudes. It's almost like the world is your little brother. It's almost like the world is your little brother. You know how sometimes you get older, you might have a little brother or a little sibling, they want to play against you in a sport. You're like, oh, God, I got to play him. And you kind of be nice to them. We're in a video game today because they play video games today. You try to be a little bit easier because you're like, oh, I don't want to crush him like that. But then you see how good he is. Like, oh, he balling now. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit, score, let him know, hey, you can't get me. That's almost how it is like with us as black people. You got to always understand that there's people out there dwelling with them psychologies, and they want to jump in your face. They want to say something. They want to get it off their chest about racism, and then you just could be just minding your business, walking down, whatever, just not even imagining nothing like that. And here it comes, and it's like, oh, damn, that's right. And here come, I told you, all of this psychological brain that you got to have. It's like you AI. You turn into AI where you got to manufacture all of these information that they throwing at you. N-word, yeah, and you black, and you go back to the country, and y'all don't never get no job, and we work harder than you. You like, okay, your brain start manufacturing all this information coming from these weirdos that don't got no science, no knowledge. They just feel like they heard some words 100 times on some music, and they feel like they want to be a part of that now. Technically, if they go around, white people try to fit in those rooms, they're gonna get the same treatment that they're putting out, and they know it. They know it for a fact. So it's not even like they get to go and be like about around 13 white people and say, "Guess what I did today, man? You should have saw it." They don't get to do that. He probably went back in that house and that lady started snapping on him like, "Why did you do that? Why would you mess with him? What if he has something? What if he did this?" You know, you gotta be smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the reason? Like, I don't get it. Like you said, the protection is in your house. Like, why would you go across the street and mess with somebody? You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't make no sense. And the brother just felt like, I'm just gonna explain my way out of this. I don't want no trouble. Like, dude, get out of here, man. You don't let nobody play with you like that. But hey, man, it's the crazy, man. Nick Emery said, "Do you think black and white people can live without in the same area?" I don't know what the fuck he trying to say. Oh, here it is. Can you live in the same area? I mean, can I live in the same area? Shit, look, we all in the same area of America. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, everybody here right now. Like, ain't nobody left this bitch. Everybody's in the same spot. You go to a beach, you're going to see other color. You go to a bank, or you go to a banquet, you're going to see other people. We're all here. And you're going to see animals, you're going to see trees, you're going to see stuff, water. You can't get rid of none of this stuff. It don't matter what you like. It don't matter what you into. You can't get rid of nothing. We all existing on the planet at the same time. If you don't like it, we all know what you can do. We all know what we all can do. But if you choose to do that, that becomes your choice. It's not like somebody else forced you to do it because that's what you thought. But at the end of the day, we all existing on this earth. Can one plant be next to another plant? Even weeds grow next to plants. They don't care. Nothing is bothered by the other thing or its existence on earth. Nobody. No mountain is mad because another mountain exists. No fish is in the water pissed off because another fish got life. It's not like that. These things are made up in our minds to keep us busy, to keep us conversating, to keep us in some kind of thought pattern. But it's not actually real. Come on, man. Use your brain. This stuff is not real. We have to think like this because what else we going to think? If we was all together in the same thing, we'd be bored to death. Everybody be dancing the same way. Everybody be talking the same way. It wouldn't be fun. It's only fun because of the intermingle. It's only fun because of the conflicts and all the chaos that can possibly happen. That's what make it fun. All right, let's get back to somebody's message. I'm going to go back. Did I leave my boy message go? Yeah, I think I left his message alone, so we'll go back over here.
Yeah. See, the truth is, according to a 2024 survey by the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, nearly 49%, half of Indian Americans reported experiencing discrimination in the past year. The most common form of biased treatment.
Like we call it glitch. Is it back up? All right, that one looked like it called a glitch, so I get back to this guy.
Goes thinks it's clear that his wife did not want to get him his phone. This person, Indians are more racist than white people. I can definitely tell you that.
Wix, one.
Gotta let that little commercial slide through.
I think anyone is better than the ones in the upper caste. Joe says, but did he live in the neighborhood? Like for real? Or was he just walking down the street smoking a blunt and the guy challenged him? You assume because he is black, that doesn't make it a fact. Somebody I don't know walking around my house, I'm asking questions too. Not as ID, because that's just stupid. Why would anyone show a random citizen their ID when asked, LOL? Now, it is interesting that this guy was asking him for his ID as if he was the police. But anyways, I'm going to weigh in on that. Greg says, the minute he impeached my path, he would have been dropped.
I can't say that enough. I mean, it's like that to me. is the whole gist of this conversation to me. It's like no matter what, he would have been punched in his face. Just because you think you can even do that, you would have smacked right in your mouth, and then we had to figure out why and what happens after that. But that's what would have went on, because you don't get to do that to nobody. I can't do that to nobody, and that's the excuse me, the truth of the matter. Nick Emery said this guy sounds like he's upset at white people's. Nick, come on, man. Who wouldn't be? Ansel Jones, I ain't seen one black person attacking the Capitol building. Damn, that's a fact. Hey, Nick, I don't see you answering that one. You ran when that one slid up there. Don't think that people are picking on white people, bro. You got to be big enough to know that one. Well, as they say, old enough to understand that part. Come on, man. The fact of the matter is that people put out what they put out, and then people get to respond to that kind of thing. It's just that matter of fact. It's like the response might not be likable. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that you should think about before you try to put that kind of behavior out there, because people gonna respond to it. And old boy acting like some weirdo trying to jump in that black dude's face, and you see him trying to fight him and all that, and it's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? It's like so ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But they get to do that because he felt like this is my neighborhood. I don't even understand it. And he knew that if something would have happened, the police is gonna come and be on his side. So that's another thing. When people try to scream like it's some victim thing or whatever, the reality of it is that the truth of the matter is that they're gonna be on your side when they come, and you know that. These people know that. They know that. They know what side they're gonna take when they get there. That's why he's doing that, because he knows for a fact that they're gonna take his side when they come. Not the fact that he's walking down the street, but the fact that he cracked him in his mouth. He gonna say, hey, he punched me. All I was doing was asking what, like he got a good reason. The man, and they gonna say, hey, well, you punched him, da da da. Well, he was in front of my face. He stopped me from moving. They not gonna want to hear nothing like that. So these is why you see the Karens, because they know for a fact, or in their mind, they have the police and the whiteness of America gonna come and support them and back them. That's why another thing that he's utilizing is the fact that he's about 10 to 15 years older. He's an older guy. He's probably about 60. So that means he got elder abuse if you slap this guy in the face. Like, you do not win. This is not a win situation. That's why it's not a reason to even communicate with him, because the only thing he can do is win. All he got is one thing. He can just win. As soon as you punch him, push past him, you could just blow past him with your shoulder, and just all of a sudden he kept, and they're gonna come up in there and say, hey, what you do that for? What happened? He fell down, man. My back hurt now. You're a victim. All of us, nothing. Like, you don't even talk to them people, especially somebody angry at you like that. It's crazy.
Working in my neighborhood by my house, and I have this man asking me, do I live here?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Dude,
I'm gonna start a civil lawsuit right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
absolutely. You gotta do it, man. But I want
What's your name now? Because I'm walking in the neighborhood where I live at, and I'm getting harassed.
No, wait. He is unnecessarily playing us.
But we to make offer of the law.
Yes. Bring my phone. I don't have my phone. Get my phone.
Come with me and get the
I
phone.
will. Get my phone. Because this guy will escape otherwise. Get my phone. Get my phone.
Come with me.
Yes. Get my phone now. Please.
You see this man right here?
I wish I would let a fucking Indian tell me in my country, what are you doing here? I would have slapped the must off this nigga.
All right, so now we know. We know that I'm not alone. We are not alone. This young bro named Ant CEO. Y'all got to rock with him, because he got the right mindset. Nobody is going to be able to do that to nobody. You can't run up on nobody and run up in their face like that. It makes no sense. And I see white people randomly walking down the street in my neighborhood. Do you actually believe that I could run over there and stop one of them and start saying, what are you doing here? Come on, man. We could see it on TV. We could see the suburban neighborhoods they're from. But let's be logical. You think I could literally leave out my crib and go walk up to somebody and say, a female or a white man, and say, what are you doing around here? When the police get done choking me out and playing me for a fool, and then I be like, I was on some camera mode, they be like, nah, you ain't doing that. You don't get the cost. No, it's this real life. It's real. That is this almost like this is a play of TV, like a movie. You know you ain't walking up on nobody like that. You already know that in your brain, because you would see 10,000 more black people doing that if it was any kind of way they thought they can get away with it. you would send 10,000 more. Don't you know how sometimes you get them phone calls and it be these weird people calling you, talking about something, do you want a loan? Or we're selling pills. Whatever they ask you is just fucking phone calls, just random numbers just coming through your phone all the time. And I always say, that's legal for them to do that until black people start calling. When you start getting black people on the phone, eating chips, calling you like, yeah, we want to give you a loan. We trying to see if you can send some money to this bank account. They'll be calling, why is this call? I keep getting black people calling my phone. All these numbers calling my phone. It's black. They're going to get on TV. And they're going to say, if anybody receive a phone call again, we're going to lock you up. You better stop this scam. We know, but the fact that those numbers is not ran by black folks right now, it's ran by whoever do it. I don't know who do it. I just get the phone calls. I don't know. But I know it ain't no black person voice on none of them damn phone calls. Let that happen. Let the black folks start doing it and start calling. Watch it be illegal. Watch it be on the news. Trump gonna get up there and say, if anybody catch a phone call again, I know it's good people on both sides of the call, we locking you up. And you're gonna be back, oh shit, let me get up out of that business. But right now it ain't like that. So you just get 30 phone calls and then all text messages. Get out of here. We know what's going on. But hold up. We gotta be a victim to see that, right? Oh, or would they be the victims? Like, that's how convoluted that mindset is. Get out of here. Let's get back to the message, y'all.
That's the last thing that I could ever think of happening. A musty Indian telling me, am I supposed to be in this neighborhood? I would slap the shit out of you, man.
Ooh, bro, going crazy. So he just got the psychology that I would believe is in the younger generation. Like, it's no way you're letting somebody talk to you like that. I wouldn't care what color they was. It ain't even mattering what nation they from or none of that. This is where you was born and raised, and you could walk down any street. So they was telling you as a kid, and only time you got stopped is when they was outnumbering you, like 6 dudes, 5 dudes, and then it's like, okay, I can't even run. One guy talking about where you going, and you actually gonna get in front of me and stop me from walking, like I'm gonna sit up here and explain to you what? I'm gonna look at this, which they call this illegal. I'm gonna look at this as a threat on my life. I'm gonna look at you as a threatening human. And all I know is that as soon as you come in front of me, I don't know what you trying to do to me. But I know that you then walked away from over there all the way over here, and then you keep bothering me and nobody else is on the street. So then I'm looking at it as a threat. So, because that's what you're gonna look at me. Black people put a hood on. It's a threat. Everybody's scared. Black people got a mask on. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Black people say N-word in their raps. Oh my God. My heart. I'm gonna die. But they get to walk up and just be, what are you doing? What? You be like, hey, what's wrong? What is this really happening to me? But yeah, it's really happening to you. They get to do that, and ain't nothing you can do about it. So it's sad, but we got to deal with that stuff in our culture, and you got to deal with these people getting away with it, because that's really the other side of this coin. We could talk about the fact that it happened, but the fact of the matter is that the guy gets to get away with this. So if I accosted somebody, if I was in somebody's face, they would be like, yo, you got to sign up down here. You got anger problems. You got to do drinking issues. You got to talk about drugs and alcohol. You got to speak to kids down in the handicap class. You like that? Because I had a damn argument with somebody on the street. But he get to go back in his house and be like, I see anybody else out here? Who is that, the Uber guy? Get your ass. Who the hell you doing with? Like, you don't get to do people like that. You don't get to do people like that. This makes no sense, man. Hit the like button, share the message. Hit the like button, share the message. Hit the little thing over here. Send a donation. Show some love to your boy. We going crazy over here, man. We got what's the name? Say, get ready for lunch. Say, why do use black people always have a problem with white problem? But that's not even a white person. This guy is he just really want to do some kind of racial conversation. We know this whole person is Indian. This ain't got nothing to do with white people. Other than the guy trying to have their attributes, which is like crazy, but you know, that's how he want to live. What can you say? Wu-Tang Clan. What you think about the brother Rupert? Neck hurt, man. What is this dude talking about in the comment section, man? Somebody tell him what we talking about, because he's speaking conversations that I'm not even in that. I don't know that language, my brother. Brian Trainer said, why they eating chips though? That's how I would do the calls. I mean, I revealed the business. That's how I'm gonna do the calls, right? That's me. Pandu said, yeah, this uncle yapping again. You know what we got to do, man. This is summertime. It's family reunion time. You know when you pop up, your uncle be like, come over here. Why you ain't in no relationship all day? Every time I see you, you brought your homie at the damn party. What's your problem? You like, nah, man, I'm. You know what time it is, man. You know what? Hit the like button, share the message, hit all this stuff, man. Come on, they got all this stuff going over here. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna let all that little sock in your brain. We'll be right back after this message. Yo, we back at it. We back on a mission. I'm finna put one of the things up there. See if y'all gonna hit me up on a little super chats or something like that. Let's see what we got going on. All right, I'm gonna try to get back to the message again. One of the bros talking. Let's see what he got going on right here. No, I'm gonna read the messages real quick. Hold up, I saw a message in there, if I'm not mistaken. I'm reading y'all messages, so I know the super chat's gonna look right. Wu-Tang Clan said, no, I think Brian said, what's up? Wu-Tang Clan said, Unc, I was just trying to trick you into saying something. Pandu said, you funny, Unc. Wu-Tang said, get it, because his neck hurt. He said, cause neck hurt sounds something. I don't know what the fuck he said right there. All right, let's get back to the video. And I'll hit y'all up in a minute. Hit the like button and share the message. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. We going crazy, man. You know, you come to Black Outrage, we're going to be outraged about something. We're going to have fun talking about it. We're going to go crazy in the comment section and go crazy with the message. Let's get back to it. And bam, and bam.
Susie says, same. Bella goes, I don't get this. Even if the black guy is not from the neighborhood, is there any issue with anyone walking on public sidewalk in the United States? What was the aim of the Indian dude? Susie, he thinks the black guy is there casing his place. Now, let me just say this. It's very possible that this Indian guy feels that the black person is there doing... Why doesn't...
But that makes no sense. And that to me is like stupid. I mean, I could see if a person was by your house. You probably have some kind of statement of validity, but you talking about a person across the street from your crib. That's too much. You're going too hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, lean back a little bit, let people live. That's really the answer to that whole dilemma. It's just let people live. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to necessarily explain themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? Or come to you with some kind of factimonium about them. It's like let people live, because that's the confrontation that you don't need to happen for yourself. For what reason? That's how Trayvon Martin got into a situation. Somebody out there bothering him, following him, thinking that he got to explain himself to him, and it took that guy through all kind of craziness, and then he hated to the level he is. For what? And he got to deal with the fact of a matter of taking somebody's life over afternoon or evening. Of your mind, you was off. Like what you was thinking wasn't even what was right. You know what I'm saying? And so now you go through all this for what? You know, loss of life, people crying in pain for what? It makes no sense. It's like, this is to me why I believe that some people just got a mental issue. I believe that those people who take on those things that they want to represent in their lives, they're taking on a mental problem. They represent the part of their brain that's just not really fully developed, and they're out here living, and I could call it highly but I think they call it, like they can highly, I forgot the word it is, but they can basically function. That's what it is, highly functional. So they can be out here normal, kicking it with no issue. You wouldn't even look at them and think none of these things, and then it just come out. You know what I'm saying? You saw the fight happen in Cincinnati, and everybody was on TV trying to lock those guys up. Then when the message come out, it's like the white guy pushed somebody or he hit somebody first, and then the melee happened behind it, where he get the bad end of it. And then it's like, but the TV seeing what? Him getting pummeled, cracked, jumped. So they looking at it like we locking everybody up. But not him, but everybody. So it's crazy how all this stuff happening, and it's across America. You know what I'm saying? Shows like this can happen indefinitely because it's not gonna stop. You know, it's just constantly somewhere something happening, and it's just crazy. Let's get back to the message real quick. That one still glitched on me, huh? Yeah, that one looked like it glitched out, so that's why that one messed up. So I go back to bro mess. No, what that young dude that he was going crazy, but I don't know. I know he going too crazy. I think, but we'll see what he got to say though. Oh, that's right. They had gave me some little silly ass commercial. That's what happened with that one. I gotta let that go out. 3, 2, 1, bam, it's gone. All right.
Keep him for this. Since back he steady walking up on me like this. Y'all see this?
Yep. I know that this is not your house.
This not my house, but I live in this neighborhood. You don't got it. Listen, I don't like
You don't live in this neighborhood.
You don't know where I live at, sir. You can't not tell me where I live at, and I'm not gonna pull out my ID and show you where I live at. I know you live right here, and I live in this neighborhood. You have a blessed day, sir.
No, you
have a blessed day, sir.
I'm calling the cops.
You have a blessed day, sir. You have a blessed day, sir.
Wait here.
This is exactly why I don't like immigrants in America. This is exactly why. These people forget who they are. And you know what? I wouldn't even put my hands on them. I would laugh at them. I would be so appalled at the fact that an Indian person would be telling me where the fuck I'm at and where the fuck I live in my country. You're Indian. Are you insane to me? Are you crazy? You're an Indian. This is for any Indian watching me. I don't like none of y'all. Go home. You're an Indian. Who do you like? Huh? You from India? I couldn't imagine like an Indian saying this to me.
So you could see like that would consider to me being perturbed. You're like, you be perturbed. Like what is happening? You know, but again, seeing it on TV, seeing it broadcasted across the world, showcasing this type of stuff about how people think about black people, how you should treat black people, instead of people having humanity, instead of people having understanding, instead of people having, hey, brotherhood, it's like, yeah, you know what, I saw that on TV. I know what to do next. And again, if a black person respond, he going to jail. He going to be, and again, that guy was older, so they're going to put about 5 or 6 more crimes on you just for even being on him. And you was literally just walking down the street minding your business. You couldn't stop him from accosting you. Nothing you could do to make him go. Like, I mean, maybe if he walked to the dude's house, be like, where's your house at? I'm finna go over there and take a doodle. What can he do to stop the man? The man just keep coming. He 3-4 houses down from his crib, he's still following you. It's like, what the hell going on? Like, and he could have had a gun. He could have been one of them carriers and walking down the street like this black dude. He did something. Like I tell you again, just like the young dude said, their brains be gone, be wired, be fried. They don't have it, and we out there thinking that they functioning just like us, and they not. They are literally brain fried, and you around them normal at the store, in a line at a food market, anything. You can't even imagine that these people gonna be on something like that. It's soft. It's just throw you off. You know what I'm saying? And then here it come, and it's like, okay, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's crazy, man. What we gonna get on the messages though? What up, bro? You look like you're from the town of KC. That's dope. Okay, Kansas town. I ain't never been there before though. Might get there one day. Jermaine put that up there. Jermaine, you tripping? It's in Kansas. Okay, so he know his way around. I don't know nothing about that spot. He said, I'm from the town, fam. Wu-Tang said, oh my bad, I'm tripping. Jermaine said, no problem. Wu-Tang Clan said, Prospect, Truth, Independent, Van Birds. I don't know what he's talking about, man. Wu-Tang Clan. I think doing an orange hoodie redeem the gift card. That's why he mad. King T, what you talking about, that Indian dude? Yeah, he going crazy. See, again, I imagine somebody would have that mindset. You know, again, you talking about the younger generation. Nobody's walking around like that. Like this guy is, he held a lot of his strength and he had a lot of power by not letting that control him, because that would have been easier way to, you know, jump bad and go crazy, and then it's gonna be bogus for you because you know you're going to jail. Let's see the end of the little story with them.
Have a blessed day.
You wait here. I'm calling the cops.
They want to be white so bad. Asians, Latinos, Africans, Caribbeans, they want to be appeased. They want to appease to white people so bad. Oh my goodness.
Wait here. If you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Yeah.
You live in this
I
neighborhood.
wish I would stop. I would push him out of my way. You getting in my face. I'm not about to stop for you, Indian man. Who are you?
Wait, bro. Don't touch. Yo, who the f is you talking to like that? Don't raise that voice at me like that, boy.
Wait here.
I'm a grown ass man. What are you doing?
This is a protected neighborhood and you're not supposed to be in here.
Yo, what's your name, yo? He steady walking up on me, yo. He steady walking up on me.
Get my phone. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops right now.
Please do. Now.
Don't walk up on me no more, bro.
Don't, please do.
Yo. Don't walk up on me no more.
Yeah.
Your ass going to jail, boss.
I want to see who was protected.
Bro, don't keep...
I wish the video was longer, man. I really wish this freaking video was longer, bro. I wish I would let an Indian walk up to me and tell me anything about my country or where I can go and where I'm supposed to be. I'm not letting nobody do that, first of all. But an Indian person, you are the last person to ever say anything to me about anything. Do y'all know India is the most polluted country on earth? India is literally and figuratively, it is a shithole.
What if you can create your...
He going crazy. But I will say too that when you see the money that they make up there, it's crazy. And they say like only like 6% make it like $1.38 or something. I mean, it's really different level. You know what I'm saying? So you could imagine when somebody come to America and make some money, they're gonna really feel like they made it, and they're gonna feel like they better than somebody. I can't see it not happening, because the fact that they don't make that kind of money where they're from. You know what I'm saying? Then you come here, you get your education, your dough increase, and now it's like, yeah, F everybody. Because if we go back home, we'll have money, but I don't think they let them have money like that. You know, yeah, you know, some countries, they be on you when you have money, and they be like, yeah, you gotta get that up. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta pay for this over here or whatever, and you over there like, I should have never came back to the crib. They don't mean crazy. They think I'm rich, you know, whatever it go with. So, but look, I'm finna dive up off of here, man. I appreciate y'all going this far into the message with me. We went crazy. We talked about it, every element of it. Hit the like button, share the message. Also, make sure you hit me up in the super chats and all that stuff. At the end of the video, I'm gonna have the rest of the Black Outrage series up there. You can watch it, click it, see the whole thing, and also you'll have a subscription and all that stuff that you can check out. And I appreciate y'all. We'll have some new shows coming. New shows probably later on today, definitely tomorrow. Hit the like button, share the message, keep rocking out there, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Peace out.